guys, uh, I'm back with another video, and this is going to be a raw video of me just speaking things off my mind and just acknowledging the things uh, I have been doing. Basically, the theme for this video is speaking speaking my way to achieving things, speaking and taking actions to achieve things, manifesting my way, um, manifesting my way to achievements. So I started this journey of finding my best potential through the art of jiu-jitsu, which I fell in love with around more than 4 months now, and I made my decision, flipped my life 180 degrees to come to Mumbai, leave my previous sport of badminton, uh, like I had been doing badminton for 8 years back then. 4 months now, like 5 months ago, I left that to come to Mumbai and pursue and get on this journey, right? So, thing I wanted to talk about is I'm gonna take my time talking in this video, and it's going to be a totally raw video. Um, so it may be a bit slow, so I'm gonna upload it for my future self, not for others, for my future self to see this and be just proud of this man who's sitting here right now that took the actions, took the decision to, just go out there and kill it. Yashraj from a few years in the future, or who knows, few years or few months, I know you're going to see this, and people as well. Like, if I'm talking about if I'm talking about manifestation, it's just projection. I won't say manifestation, I'll say projection. So projecting my way through speaking, through talking about this right now. Yashraj, a few years from now, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for you. Because what I do right now makes the entire journey, it is what makes the future. The past, people say that the past cannot be changed and the future, well, many people say that future you have what you have in your destiny and you're going to get that. And there's no limit and all. But that's just the people who are top up there who say things like this. But majority of the people, they're like, okay, whatever life has it in it for me, I'm going to get that. Whatever I have in my destiny, I'm You have to take actions in the present and project your way to the future. Like, suppose there are three watches, three clocks. Okay, so this is the clock which shows the past time. So, of course, it's not working right now, it has stopped at a particular date, time, etc. The second clock, which is the future clock, it just doesn't have a face now because the time hasn't, the time hasn't reached to that date, time, and place. And this is the present clock. So the present clock is moving. You're taking the actions, right? And so whatever actions you take here, this doesn't exist right now. But moving hands of this clock and the actions you take, the thoughts you build upon while in the present, they build the future. Even though you are uncertain about it, but this builds the future. This projects its way to the future. Okay? And for people who say you cannot change your past, well, you definitely can. Because, see, as I said, the thoughts you build, the thoughts you incorporate, the thoughts uh, you know, sit with at the present clock, at the present time, at the present moment, the thoughts you cultivate, those project your way into the future, right? So, at the same way, the past cannot be changed physically or anything, but the perspective can always be changed. And through perspective means your thoughts, your viewpoint, right? Through perspective, you can change the past as well. Suppose you had bad, a very bad event in your past. A dear person died, or you lost, maybe you broke up with someone, you faced betrayals, or whatever event you can relate with. Everyone has that experience, so whatever you can relate with. Let's say that it happened in the past, and now it cannot be changed. The clock, we cannot rewind the clock, right? The time is just stuck over there. But what we can change is, we have control over is our thoughts regarding that event, the perspective regarding that event. So, as the present clock is moving, the hands of the clock are moving, and we can project our way into the future. In the same way, we can not project, but we can rewind it using our thoughts, cultivate better perspective about it, and we can change the past. So we can change the entire narrative about the past, and we come to the present now, right? So you can definitely change the past. It's hard. It's hard because you know it gets engraved, right? We deal with certain emotions, we deal with certain conditions and regular thought patterns. It gets ingrained in your brain, and to break that pattern, it takes time. But I can definitely tell you this, even though I'm young, but I am damn sure about this that you can break any pattern. Like, okay, neuroscience may be against it. I don't care about it. I don't know about it, right? But let's say you indulge in a pattern for 70 years, and now you're trying to break that pattern. It may be anything. It may be a simple habit, but let's say we have a thought pattern, and you have to break that. Thought patterns are difficult to change because they do not exist physically. Like this is a this is an habit. You can see me doing something, but what goes inside my head on a regular basis, you can't see that. So those are thought patterns, and if you can't see them, if you can't notice them, you can't change them. But let's say you notice them and you plan to change your thought patterns. Well, you can do that. I believe you can definitely do that. And when you change it for the better, you you change the future. Whatever is in your destiny, I'm sure you can change that. I'm not going to talk about astrology and shit, but you can definitely do that. So yes, projecting your way to the future. This would be the title for this video: projecting your way to the future. Like right now, for the last 4 months now, um, I'm living in a PG, a paying guest basically, a paying guest hostel. I'm living in a dormitory hostel. So I've been having a really bad time sleeping there. I maybe get, I don't even remember the last time I had a very, you know, contentful sleep or peaceful sleep in my PG. Okay, in my PG. I don't remember that. So I think 2 weeks ago, my friend's house was, his parents, a dear friend of mine. I trained with him. Uh, so others, thank you for this. If you're saying it in the future or whenever, thank you for letting me stay in your house. So basically, his parents had gone out for a few days, and he told me, bro, you can come sleep at my house. And I went there. We saw a movie. It was, I think, Saturday night or something. And when I went, like, when I went on that bed, his bed, and I know comfort, how comfort feels like in my house basically. When you don't realize how peaceful it is until you require it badly. So when I laid down on his bed and the fans running and everything, really quiet. Like I like a really quiet environment to sleep. Um, Really quiet. The mattress is comfortable and everything. These are basic requirements, right? So and I just felt super grateful. Like even for a few hours to sleep, I felt super grateful to God. Like thank you for this opportunity. Like in these last 4 months, I find I find that I get like every day I have a small reason to be grateful. Not every day, but once in a few days, I have a reason to be grateful about. Even that is a very small thing, like getting a good night's sleep. And I'm not just talking in social media terms. I'm talking it like in real. So when I laid on his bed, I prayed to God like, thank you for this. I didn't even pray to him. I just thanked him. Thank you for this night. Thank you for the few hours I'm going to get to sleep in. And I just started, projecting my thoughts like, okay, from a few months now from now, I'm going to get a place like this. He lives in a good house basically. So even though not that, but I'm going to get a good place rent a good place, a good 1 or 2 BHK, and just live there, man. Just live there in Mumbai. And I know I can do that. So I just and I slept. I woke up feeling super fresh, like got a good night's sleep after a long time, and I was grateful again upon waking up. And so now here's this night. Um, so today's not Friday, but it's Friday's night basically. What date is it? Don't even remember the date. It must be 24th. Yeah, it's 24th of August, maybe 4 a.m. Uh, so we returned from Friday night jiu-jitsu session at Andheri, West Bay, and while we were returning, as you can see, this is the aerobic animals studio. Uh, take I'll take the phone around and let you guys see the aerobic animal studio. Uh, so yeah, so as we were coming, so I asked Onimesh Bhaiya that, Bhaiya, do you have the keys of your studios right now? He said no, but I can get it. So I said that I just want to sleep there because the environment at my PG is not good enough for getting an uninterrupted amount of sleep. I said, yeah, bro, like I'm down for it. I'll get the keys for you. So yeah, I train people over here. It's Onimesh place, aerobic animal studio. Onimesh, thank you so much for this. Uh, Super grateful to have a big brother like you, uh, who realizes my potential and you know, like you're helping me big time, and I can't be grateful enough for you. Thanks a lot. My eyes are filling up, so I feel it. So yeah, he said that bro, you can go there and sleep. He got the keys. We went to my PG. I took my pillows and on here. Let me show you what my bed looks like. My sweet bed looks like. So these are the mats uh, which we used. Like we haven't been training in our studio for a month now because we're training people at the other facility, Metacross. So yeah, this is the studio now, and these are the mats, my pillows over there, weights are lying around, the space, aerobic animal studio, other pillow is there. So I picked. Okay, so yeah, this is my sweet bed for tonight and maybe the next night as well, until the weekend. Too grateful for it. So yeah, I was saying, would I say that this is not the best place to sleep? To sleep I won't say that. This is the best place to sleep right now for me. And I know, Yashraj, that a few months from now, maybe 2, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I don't know how long is it going to take or not. But a few months from now, you will be at a much better place. I'm damn sure about it. A good home where I'll build the environment for me, and you're going to live there. A few years from now, when I'm famous, I don't know. Why was I? I don't know. I will be famous. So yeah, a few years from now, I'll be living. I'll be living in a fucking good home, a comfortable home. But it's not that it's there. It's so far away. It's not far away. Like I've already achieved that. When I cultivated that thought, I've already achieved that. It's just the action in the process. Thought cultivation. See, projecting into the future. And by projecting into the future, I mean taking actions. So I cultivated the thought, which is supposed to go till here, and I act upon it, and I achieve it. It's not that complex, people. It's not that complex. You just you just need to have that belief, a rock solid belief. So yeah, as I said, this is going to be a raw video, so you can make anything out of it. Cultivate a thought. You know, I'm not talking about the law of attraction and all, and the philosophy thing. I'm just speaking from what I experienced, from what I've been contemplating about the things going on in life. It's just what I do. So yeah, just be grateful for the things you have right now, and when people and great personalities, what they have been saying from thousands of years, the things they see, the particular things they say may be different, but the idea behind it is the same. Believe, act upon it, and you get there. You get there. You are already there. So when you see it in the mirror, when you see yourself in the mirror, you imagine about an ideal self. Okay, you the, you think like, okay, this is what my ideal self would look like, or looks like, or will look like in the future. But dude, you will be the same person. You just have to flip the switch. You are already that person. You don't need to become a person. You are already that person. Like you're literally the same person. Why can't people understand that? You won't. You don't become a particular, you don't become like your ideal self. You are already that ideal self, and you start. Why can't you start acting like your ideal self right now? Then you close the gap basically. You don't even have a gap. When champions and athletes say you are already the champion, they don't just metaphorically mean it. They have a conviction about it. You act like a champion, you train like a champion, you talk like a champion, and you are already the champion. It's just the action that requires to be taken, that is required to close the gap basically. So your ideal self is not at a far place. It's you. You. It's me. The ideal self is me. The ideal man I want to become is already me. I am the ideal self. Now I have an image about it. I take those actions right now. I speak like my ideal self right now. I think like my ideal self right now. So I am the ideal self. It's just that the ideal self becomes better with time. You grow through your experiences, you grow through different situations, and the ideal self keeps becoming better. Okay? But it's never away, it's always there. What do you think? A billionaire, he just, what do you think? He never knew about that he's going to billionaire or what? I haven't met a billionaire, I haven't talked to a billionaire, but I'm damn sure about they have the same mind. They have the same brain, not mind, the same brain. Okay, and the thought patterns basically work the same for everyone. So what do you think? They never knew that they're going to be a billionaire. They knew they're going to be a billionaire, deep somewhere deep inside, or even like all about it, and they bridge like they close the gap through actions, through time. They were already a big billionaire when they started the journey. And that's it. That's it. Like that's what I wanted to talk about. You can do anything. It may be the most repeated thing people say, but as Eminem's song's last line, lose yourself. You can do anything you put your mind up to it, man. That is real. I've been listening to that song for now, for around 8 years now. When I started my badminton journey, that's when I started listening to Eminem as well. And I listened to that every day for like 3 years straight from 2018. Before 2018 as well, I used to listen to it, but from 2018 to 2021, 18, 19, and 20, and 1, I almost listen to it every day. And that one line, you can do anything you put your mind up to it. Man, that is real. Put your mind up to it, you take the actions, you get there. And that's it. Signing off for today. Coming maybe next week with another raw video like this. I'm just going to put thoughts out there, man. I know I have good thoughts which people need to listen to, or you know, or just myself I need to listen to. I need to say it out loud so that people can use it somewhere in their own journeys. And that's it. Bye bye.